Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. For me today, I'm not entirely sure, you know by the title of the video, but I don't know if Dad and I are going to be going on a motorcycle ride today, but we might not do that because we need to also get the yard work done, so we might not do both things, because the yard work is more important than the motorcycle ride. I also want to show you the garden because they are growing so much all of a sudden. We even have some dill sprouting, which is amazingly exciting because I just brought those seeds out, I think earlier this week, so they have sprouted super fast. The package said it took like 2 weeks to a month to sprout, so the fact that they already have is absolutely amazing. But yeah, today will definitely be an outside day for me, which I am very much looking forward to. Just the fact that it's finally warming up is extremely nice. There's going to be a cold front tonight, unfortunately, so it's going to be cold again next week. It's not going to be freezing or anything, it's just going to be colder than it has been, obviously. But anyway, as for right now, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I will see you either outside getting the yard work done, in the garden, or on the motorcycle. I don't know which, but yeah, no matter what, I will see you in a second. Good morning, little ones. How are we doing out here today? These are the pepper plants, obviously, and they are doing amazingly, as you can see. And then over here, we have all of the tomatoes. These are, all the big ones are cherry tomatoes, and then this little one is still the beefsteak tomato. It's growing, it just is still on its first set of leaves, which is so confusing. But yeah, we definitely gonna be getting quite a few little cherry tomatoes here soon, I think. Maple tree is over here and doing amazingly. They're even starting to get like branches, which is absolutely incredible. I can't believe how well little maple tree is doing. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dill sprouts. So these guys are definitely growing. I don't know if you can see them, but there are 6 of them in there. And then the other little tomato plant over here that's doing amazing. And these guys even have flowers on them. So yeah, everyone in the garden is doing really, really good. But I think Dad and I are going to get started on the artwork next. Still not entirely sure. We did it. That was long. But now that we are all done with the yard work, it is time, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's time for a little motorcycle ride, so enjoy! We are back from the motorcycle ride now, obviously, and yes, I'll be knitting with the gray. I feel like knitting today. I could very easily make a little granny square, but I really honestly just feel like knitting for some reason today more than crocheting, so that's what we're gonna do. I do need to cast on these stitches real quick, so give me just a second. I need to get 28 on here, and I need to pay attention while I'm counting to make sure I don't get the wrong number. And now I need to knit the first row because this
this one can also takes a little bit of concentration for me because that is the easier way for me to cast on, but the first row is more difficult. But as for today, as you saw, it was quite busy. I honestly will say that I did not expect everything to be done today. As you know, I was not expecting to go for a motorcycle ride, but it was so pretty outside, so I'm really glad that we were able to go. Just with everything starting to be growing again and it being very spring, it was really pretty out there, and I only got hit by one bug on my knee, which was also really exciting because usually in the spring you get so many bugs on you while you are on the motorcycle because they're just everywhere, but I only got one, and I know Dad got a few more. He obviously is in front of me, so he blocks most of them, so he, I think, got a few more bugs than I did, unfortunately, but I got really lucky and didn't really have any. But it was such a pretty motorcycle ride. It started out a little bit obviously very cloudy, but then once the sun came out, it felt so good, and it was just like, yeah, it was a really pretty motorcycle ride. So thank you, Father. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I really did. And also good job getting all the yard work done today. That was a lot. Things are definitely growing very quickly. It took us a lot longer than I was expecting to get all of it done, but we did. It was done. I had to technically like mow the yard twice because the grass was so long, and otherwise it gets like, you know, really, I don't know, just too much of the cuttings and stuff on some parts of the yard, if that makes sense. Hopefully you know what I mean. So I had to go over it twice to kind of move that around so that it wasn't all like clumpy in the yard. So yeah, technically I mowed the yard twice today. Took a while, but it was well worth it. And again, it was sunny and warm, so it felt really good. So I did not mind at all that it took a long time because I was just enjoying being outside. And I don't know if you were able to tell or not, but there was so much pollen built up on the lawnmower. It honestly was kind of amazing how much pollen is there. Hopefully it will rain tomorrow and tonight and get rid of some of it, but honestly, I highly doubt it'll make that big of a difference. It might honestly make it just worse because there's so much at this point, but I'm still hoping that the rain will be able to wash some of it away because there is so much right now. And I didn't show you Dad's garden while I was out there. I did mean to, so I apologize, but his garden is also doing very well. It does have a little bit of damage from when it was freezing a week before last, but there's not really that much. I think his plants should mostly recover. It's mostly the basil that is struggling a little bit, and his little tiny mint in the smaller container. Not the bigger mint plants that he has in the bigger containers, but his small one is a little bit damaged, but and the lemongrass, but that one looks like it's coming back too. But everything over there in his garden is growing so much right now. It's doing amazingly, so I'm super happy that his garden is also growing really well. So I'm sorry that I didn't show you it, but yes, his is also doing really good. The chives that I have over there did actually get a little bit of sun damage. They're a little bit burned on the ends, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that they're gonna be okay. I mean, they should be, but I don't think they were ready for all the sunshine and the warmer temperatures, sadly, so they are a little bit damaged. But the rest of my plants that I have for this year's garden are doing very well. I cannot believe how many tomato flowers there are out there. We're gonna have a lot of tomatoes, I think, this season, which is gonna be quite hilarious because I don't eat them. I might try one this year. I probably will not, so don't expect that to happen. I probably will not, but there is a chance for me to, because I like some tomato things. I just really don't like tomatoes that much, but I do think we're gonna have a ton of them this year, which is super exciting. And my peppers too. It's looking like they should also have quite a few this year, which I'm very hopeful for because I actually do eat those, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But I'm just like, I'm so impressed at how well everyone did with the transfer into the buckets, and they didn't even have a day of being stressed after being moved. They just like were happy that they were moved. Honestly, it looked like they were just like, thank you for finally putting us in here. And one more thing that I can't believe is that the dill is sprouting. 6 of the 10 seeds that I put in there have sprouted. We only have 4 more, and at this rate, because yesterday there were only 2, I honestly think the other ones should sprout as well. If they do, there's going to be a lot of dill in that container, and I'm kind of concerned because it's a big variety of dill, so I might have to thin those plants out a little bit as the season goes on. Who knows, maybe they'll be okay. But yeah, I cannot believe how many of those are sprouting so soon too. So yeah, everyone in the garden's doing good. Getting the yard work done was good, and the motorcycle also was amazing today. So it was just yeah, it's been a really, really nice day outside. I have been really enjoying it, especially because, again, this week is going to be cold, so I'm glad that we were able to enjoy the last really warm day before it starts to get cold again. I know I say it's going to be getting cold, but it's not going to be freezing like it has been. It's just, you know, not summer weather, so it's cold to me. But anyway, I think I'm all done knitting for today. We probably did 4 rows if I had to guess, just because that's what it seems like we always do. But let's see. I know very easily that I'm on the correct side for ending this time because I left a little bit of the tail showing. Flip it around. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We knit 5 rows, so we did 1 extra today, but this is what it looks like today. It doesn't look like much on the knitting needle, but we are making progress. Don't know if it's going to be a blanket, but I'm very hopeful. But anyway, that's going to do it for the video today, so I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you enjoy your day today no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day, and as for me tomorrow, I believe it's going to be rainy all day, at least I'm hoping, like I said, that it's going to be rainy. I don't know if it will be or not, but that's my hope. So it's going to be a nice, probably just very calm day. It's also rest day because on Sundays I like to, you know, just take the day to relax and rest and not really do any workouts or try not to do that much. Last week was a very productive rest day, so you never know what I actually am going to be getting up to. But tomorrow probably gonna be very relaxing, but I don't know what I'm gonna be getting up to specifically besides doing pretty much nothing. But as for today, just thank you again so much for being here and taking time out of your day to spend it with me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye! I'll see you later!